Hey my friend, let me talk to you honestly, like a friend talking to a friend. Have you ever thought, I want to be rich, but I don't know where to start? Have you ever felt, I'm not special? I'm just average? Today's story will break that thinking forever. Because today I'm not just telling you a success story. I'm showing you how a poor boy became a global billionaire by changing his mindset, not his background. This is the real story of Steve Jobs, and why you can become rich too. Steve Jobs was not born rich. He didn't come from power or money. He was adopted as a baby. Imagine growing up knowing, you were given away, you don't know your real parents, you don't know your real roots. Most people would use this as an excuse. Steve Jobs used it as fuel. He believed one powerful thing: my future is not decided by my past. That's the first rule of a rich mindset. Steve Jobs didn't wait to become rich to think rich. He thought rich first. Here's how. Keycap 1. He believed he was different. Steve never wanted to copy others. He believed, if I do what everyone does, I'll get average results. So he decided to be different. Keycap 2. He turned old things into unique things. Computers already existed. But they were complicated, ugly, and boring. Steve asked, why can't technology be simple and beautiful? That question changed the world. Keycap 3. He chose smart work over hard work. He didn't work on everything. He worked on the right things. Rich people focus on impact, not effort. Steve Jobs went to college and then dropped out. People laughed at him. They said, you'll never succeed without a degree. But Steve Jobs believed, learning is more important than a degree. He studied what he loved: design, creativity, calligraphy. At that time, it looked useless. Later, it became the core identity of Apple. White right pointing backhand index lesson for you: what you love today can become your business tomorrow. Steve Jobs didn't start with an empire. He started in a garage. No money. No investors. No support. Just a vision, a partner, Steve Wozniak, and a rich mindset. They started Apple Computer by building personal computers. Steve's role was not coding. His role was vision, branding, and simplicity. That's important. White right pointing backhand index. Rich people don't do everything. They do what they are best at. People laughed at Steve Jobs. They said, this will never work. You can't compete with big companies. Even worse, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded. Imagine that pain. Most people would quit forever. Steve Jobs said, this is not the end. This is a lesson. He learned. He improved. He prepared for a comeback. That's the difference between a poor mindset and a rich mindset. Steve Jobs returned to Apple. And this time, he changed everything. He launched iMac, iPod, iPhone. Apple became more than a company. It became a global brand. Today, Apple is known worldwide. Steve Jobs is remembered as a visionary. His ideas changed how the world lives. Why? Because he was different, creative, vision-driven, electric light bulb. WHY? Steve Jobs became a millionaire. Steve Jobs became a millionaire and billionaire because he had a rich mindset. He created unique ideas. He turned old things into new experiences. He believed in himself when no one else did. And now listen carefully, my friend. Steve Jobs returned to Apple. And this time, he changed everything. He launched iMac, iPod, iPhone. Apple became more than a company. It became a global brand. Today, Apple is known worldwide. Steve Jobs is remembered as a visionary. His ideas changed how the world lives. Why? Because he was different, creative, vision-driven. Steve Jobs became a millionaire and billionaire because he had a rich mindset. He created unique ideas. He turned old things into new experiences. He believed in himself when no one else did. And now listen carefully, my friend. Today, the world knows Steve Jobs. Tomorrow, the world can know you. Start today. Think different. Make old ideas unique. Choose smart work over hard work. Change your mind, and your life will follow. This channel is not just a YouTube channel. It's a journey. If they can succeed with a rich mindset, why can't we? White right pointing backhand index comment below, I can do it. Stay connected with this journey, because I'll share real, reality-based success stories to build your rich mindset so your motivation never break.